Hi, and welcome to another episode of BaranovTV, designed to demystify the world of accounts and tax and to help your business grow. We send a monthly digest out to all of our clients and contacts, which summarises the business news, blog posts, BaranovTV articles, and the various other things that have been going on in the preceding month. We do that because we know that everyone's busy and it's quite likely that people have missed some of that content over the month. So we send out a digest. One of the things that was in the digest for the 1st of March was a summary of what we think clients should be thinking about as we get ever closer to Brexit Day. Now, there is, at the moment, as I'm recording this, there is very little concrete guidance as to what you can actually do around Brexit. So we summarised the kind of things that we thought would be important, one of which was maximising the cash within your business to protect yourself and your business should decision times lengthen, should the economy take a bit of a bump, and just we felt it was a really good thing to make sure that wherever possible you maximise the cash in the business. And we've had various people coming back to us and saying, well, that's great and makes perfect sense, but I'm struggling with actually how to approach that and what I should be thinking about, what actions I should be taking. So I thought this episode would be a really good idea to go through and just give you some ideas of how to maximise the cash in your business. Obviously, we're getting ever closer, as I said before, to Brexit Day on the 29th of March. So these are things that you need to start thinking about really quickly if they're going to make a difference. However, they will make a difference to your business anyway. So it's setting aside Brexit. If you can put some of these things into practice within your business, you will see an improvement in your cash situation, which is always a good thing. So first one is to work your list. If you have a list of existing customers or clients, previous customers or clients, or of prospects, then start to work that list. Start to send out regular emails to them, remind them what you do, the different products and services that you have. Potentially think about making an offer. If cash is tight, you might want to send out an offer to your list that actually encourages them to buy from you and buy from you now, rather than putting off that decision. So always include a deadline. You might want to give a percentage off. Bear in mind, if you do, that's going to affect your profits. So make sure that you're doing that on products or services where you make a good profit, and make sure that you work the numbers before you go ahead and decide what percentage to give. The best offers are ones that increase their average spend. So you could bundle things, add things to the sale that don't potentially cost you very much but have a value to your customer. So think about those sorts of things. Think about getting to the money earlier within the cycle and the sales cycle. So think about things like deposits. A lot of businesses that we're speaking to never charge a deposit. They start with a small amount, a 10% deposit, and slowly, as they realise that new customers really don't think about it and don't think that's anything unusual, they start to increase the size of that deposit. So 10%, 15%, 20%, up to 50%, payment up front. It's all within your ability to tell your customers that's your terms of business. Do make sure that they are reflected in your terms of business, and make sure that they're very upfront and that you get those signed wherever possible. But think about deposits. Think about stage payments. So it could be you've done half the work, ask for half the money. It gives you an opportunity to increase your cash flow and improve your cash flow. Think about how you get payment from your clients and customers. All of our clients are on direct debit. It means that there's very little admin for either party, which means that everyone's lives are improved, and it means that you're not chasing debtors. On the subject of debtors, you should have within your business a very structured debt chasing process. If you have any debtors, you should have a clear process everyone in the business knows that that's what's followed. Xero and QuickBooks and other software have automatic reminders within them of differing degrees, but you start to get those running, and you'll find that people who just forget to make the payment and genuinely forget will be prompted. Once those have gone, then you need to ramp up your efforts, and you need to start making those calls, following up with emails, and just making sure that those clients and customers know that they can't get away with not paying you. Beyond that, you need to start thinking about working capital, and this one is really important now. You need to look at what would happen within your business if your payments didn't come in as promised. So you need to be looking at whether you've got enough cash to get you through those bumps. A lot of businesses are seasonal, and you want to make sure that if the seasonal dip comes early, lasts longer and is deeper, can you manage? Because there is a lot in the alternative finance market at the moment, and in the finance market generally, that's suggesting that finance won't be as easily available as it is now after Brexit. So you need to make sure that you know your numbers, you know where the gaps may be, and you know what you may need to make an application sooner rather than later. There are alternative finance options out there that you may not be aware of, you may not have used before. The British Business Bank have come out with some stats which said that 1.7% of UK's 5.7 million small businesses applied to banks for a bank loan in the last year. Now that's a tiny percentage, but asset finance and peer-to-peer lending, so things like Funding Circle, are dramatically increased in the same period. So we are starting to be aware of the different options of finance. If you need finance and you're not sure where to look, then do give us a call, get in touch, and we can give you some ideas and some suggestions, as we can with all of the other things that I've touched on. There are also other things that you can be doing, and that's going to differ on a case-by-case basis and business-to-business basis. So if you're unsure, then please do as other people have done. Please highlight it as a question to us, come back to us and ask us, and we'll do our best to give you some options and look at your business and help you. So a whistle-stop tour of the things you could be thinking about to improve your cash position in the run-up to Brexit and beyond. I hope that is all clear. Any problems, get in touch, and I'll see you all very soon.